Stop number 3 on our tour takes us to the popular community of Ocotillo. If you're following the website tour, we're gonna have the address for the Ocotillo Golf Club. Let me swing you around a little bit here so you can kind of get an idea. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue our neighborhood drive tour series where we go out and explore different cities and neighborhoods across the Phoenix metro area to give you kind of a general idea on what areas look like. So if you are making the trip out here, you get kind of a little bit of a heads up. We're going to give you an outline along with a few different neighborhoods to explore that give you the ability to kind of check an entire city in a very short period of time. So today we're going to check out Chandler. I've got 6 neighborhoods I'm going to go out and explore today with the intent of kind of showing you different sections, what things look like, some of the older sections, some of the newer sections, popular neighborhoods, maybe some unknowns, everything that might kind of help guide you in the right direction before you make a trip out here. So if that's something that is of interest to you, then stay tuned. All right, stop number 1 on our list today takes us to the community of Warner Ranch. We are located right near Ray and Kyrene. Let me give you a heads up on how this is going to work. So I've got multiple addresses on the neighborhood tour online that are going to take you to kind of a central spot. So right now we're here at Sundance Park. This is just a little pocket neighborhood within the community. And the reason I put these on here is just so you have easy access to get into the community, and then you can kind of explore around, kind of take a look on your own, and just take some free time to see if it makes sense for you. Some people might come into a community and be like, okay, good enough, I've seen enough. Some people might want to explore a little bit more. This just gives you an opportunity to kind of get a general feel when you're driving through, and then on to the next neighborhood, which will give you the ability to explore Chandler in a quick way. So we're going to cruise around this area a little bit here. I'll give you some footage of the homes, the exterior. We'll stop at a listing in each neighborhood to kind of give you a general idea on the price points. Everything's going to vary quite a bit in each neighborhood, but I just want to kind of give you a general feel on what each area has to offer and what each neighborhood has to offer, so you can kind of figure out whether or not this is an area you want to explore further. We're going to start on the north side of Chandler, some of the older neighborhoods, and then we're going to go south to some of the newer sections. So let's get going and we'll explore around. All right, as we're driving through, let's go ahead and take a look at one of the active listings here within Warner Ranch. This house right in front of me is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,300 square foot home that's listed for $850. So I'll pop some pictures up on screen so you can get a general idea on what the interior looks like. That's going to be very helpful for people to kind of get a good amount of knowledge on what you can expect when you're cruising around this neighborhood. I will say that there are a lot of little pockets just kind of right surrounding. So you can go from one street to the next and kind of go from this style of house into a little bit older neighborhood, that type of thing. So you're going to see that in Chandler, where a lot of neighborhoods kind of mesh together, and you're going to see some newer pockets mixed with older pockets. This is kind of right in the middle here, not kind of, probably these were built in the 90s, that type of thing. So you can get a general feel for that. There are a lot of older homes within the northern part of Chandler. So you'll see that as you're driving around, and that's not necessarily going to be a negative thing, but it's something for you to ask yourself if it makes sense, if it's right for you. But let's go explore a little bit more, and then we'll keep the tour going. All right, on to neighborhood number 2 on our list, and we are over at the Springs, which is a community located near Chandler and Cooper, just north of the 202. I'll kind of show you around a little bit on why I chose this neighborhood. You know, number one, there's a lot to see between where we were over at Warner Ranch and then coming over to the Springs. It gives you the ability to kind of search the area of Chandler quite a bit. Going on the north side of the 202, you're going to see these communities tend to be a little bit older than the stuff on the south side of the 202. So I want you to explore this area and kind of what it has to offer, some of the entertainment districts that are around. But I also like these little pocket areas that are very quiet, have schools nearby, you know, have these water features all around. We're here at the clubhouse currently. This is a central location that I have this address on the map tour so that you can kind of come in, look around, and see what it has to offer. Again, this might not be the exact community fit for you, but I want you to explore the area and see what it has to offer, just so you kind of can see some of the differences between here, some of the older parts of the Chandler versus the newer parts. So let's explore around here, kind of give you a general idea on what these houses look like, and we'll go from there. All right, let's take a look at one of the active listings here in the Springs. In front of me, we've got a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1875 square foot home that is currently listed for $570. So kind of this is the type of house. There's a lot of single stories, there's a lot of 2 stories, but you're going to have probably more smaller or size ranges, less than 2,000 square foot, a little bit older, smaller lot sizes, but a lot of these do back to the water here in the area. That's what this community is known for. So if you like having that as a kind of an extra ambiance, something in your backyard that is appealing, definitely a good fit. And I like showing these waterfront communities because there's a lot of them here in Chandler, and so that's what we're going to tour a lot of today. I think it makes sense because Chandler has so many of those to offer, and I think it's something to take a look at. So let's cruise around some more and we'll head on to the next spot. All right, stop number 3 on our tour takes us to the popular community of Ocotillo. If you're following the website tour, we're going to have the address for the Ocotillo Golf Club. Let me swing you around a little bit here so you can kind of get an idea on our surroundings, what the entrance looks like here. So again, Ocotillo is a very popular place. When you're heading down south of the 202, we're kind of near the cross streets, Alma School and Queen Creek Road, also Ocotillo as well. And when you're kind of coming down south of the 202, this is where you notice a big change in Chandler. This is where a lot of the new construction started happening in the early 2000s, and some of these big communities started popping up. There are some beautiful communities, and one of the big reasons why people have such a fondness towards Chandler in general, the appearance, everything around here looks fantastic. It's just a beautiful area altogether. So we're going to tour you around some of the little pocket areas within Ocotillo here, so you can get a general idea on what you might find. All of the stuff that you're going to do with the drive between communities is really where you're going to learn what you need to know about Chandler. So let's go tour around a little bit. I'll be right back. As we tour through, let's go ahead and stop at one of the active listings here. I'm in the subdivision of Ocotillo Lakes. I've got this listing in front of me here, which is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot home listed for $950. We'll pop some pictures up on screen so you can kind of get a general look of what the inside of the house looks like as we're touring around here. A lot of beautiful homes, just a beautiful community in general. There's grass here, there is mature trees. It's been around long enough where you really see kind of the mature landscape, and then obviously, having some of the water features and the lakes within the community just gives it that extra feel. And then the other thing here, you've got the Intel campus. So obviously Intel has been a big factor in bringing in a lot of jobs to Chandler, a lot of the money to Chandler, a lot of interest into Chandler. So there is a reason why Ocotillo has grown as much as it has, because of the Intel factor and some of the other companies, big tech companies that have been coming into here to Chandler. So you're obviously super close to that if that is important to you. All right, stop number 4 on our list takes us to the neighborhood of Fulton Ranch. We are just across the street from Ocotillo, and this is a little bit newer neighborhood and just as nice, just as beautiful, not a little bit nicer. A lot of different things you can find within the Fulton Ranch neighborhood. I'm here at the little lookout point here when you go, and there's some areas that are just kind of surrounded by lakes. All these homes back up in here are multi-million-dollar homes, and there's some serious money and construction going into this area. I think the owner of Fulton Homes originally designed this neighborhood so he could come in and live in it back in the early 2000s when this all got started. So lots of amazing things around here to kind of take a look at. We're going to just kind of tour a little bit of some of the pocket neighborhoods, not these multi-million-dollar homes, but something a little bit more modest, give you an idea of what it looks like. Let's go take a look. All right, let's pop over to a listing for Fulton Ranch to kind of get a general idea on what you might expect. And right in front of me here is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, about 3,300 square foot, listed for $995. And again, we'll pop some pictures up on screen to kind of get a general idea on what you should expect. Very similar price point to what we saw in Ocotillo when it comes to price per square foot. So you're gonna probably have some similarities when it comes to pricing and features and that type of thing between the two neighborhoods. One of the things I like about this particular little pocket here is your walking distance to Fulton Elementary School. You can definitely walk here within about 5 minutes. So for families and stuff like that, it's nice if you have younger kids to be able to, walk over to those type of schools and have little to no traffic. It's so quiet right now. This is what it's like when it's during the summer months and everybody's in school right now, but very quiet and peaceful, and just a good spot if you have kids, that type of thing. on to stop number 5 on our list today, and we are heading eastbound to the community of Circle G Ranch, specifically the Circle G Ranch here at Riggs Ranch Road, which is right around Gilbert and Riggs here in Chandler. A little bit different environment here. If you come here versus where we were just at Fulton Ranch and Ocotillo, this is going to give you a little bit larger lot size. This is going to give you a little bit more diversity when it comes to the houses. A more custom build type situation on larger lots. Same type of floor plans and the homes that look a lot alike like we saw in some of the other master plan communities. So a lot more diversity here. You might not have the neighborhood amenities like you do in some of those other areas. Some of the positives should outweigh that for a lot of people. So let's go take a look around. All right, let's stop here at one of the active listings here in Circle G, and the house in front of me here is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, just about 3,200 square foot, listed for $1,375. Again, we'll kind of pop some pictures up on screen so you can get a good idea on what it looks like inside, also what it looks like in back, because I would imagine you're going to have a lot more space in your backyard in these type of houses, that type of thing. So a little bit different price per square foot than what you saw over at Fulton Ranch and also at Ocotillo. You're going to get a little bit larger here, but that is for a reason. So let's go explore a little bit more so you can kind of see more of the diversity of what you're going to find around here. Final spot on the tour today takes us over to the community of Valencia. If you're following the tour on the website, you're going to have the address for Carlson Elementary School, which is right in the community here, right across from the little water feature. And the reason why I wanted Valencia on this list, because there's a lot of similarities of Valencia if you're looking at like Fulton Ranch and Ocotillo. But the one big change that I see in Valencia that I don't see in a lot of other communities in Chandler are basement floor plans. And so there's a lot of basement homes in this neighborhood here. We're not going to get a chance to tour it, but I wanted to let you know about it, just so there's not going to be a lot of options if you want a basement, but if you do want a basement, this community might offer that for you depending on what you're looking for. So we're going to tour around a little bit, show you what it looks like, stop at one more house, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, let's take a look at one of the active listings here in Valencia. Right behind me here is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,900 square foot home that is currently listed for $1,025,000. So this is not one of the basement homes like I talked about, but very nice home. We'll pop some pictures up on screen, kind of give you a general idea on what this will offer you. There are multiple communities here within Valencia, so make sure to keep an eye on that. Some of those might have more basement homes than others. So we're in the Andorra subdivision currently. You might have some little bit different features when you're going from each one, different lot sizes, that type of thing. So we're gonna tour around a little bit more and then we'll wrap it up. so what are the big takeaways that I want you guys to get when watching this video? I think, number one, is Chandler a good fit for you? Pretty easy one. Number two, what type of area or neighborhood might be a good fit? Are you looking for something with amenities, or would you rather have larger lot sizes, HOA, non-HOA, that type of thing? How new do you want to be? Do you want to be on the north side of Chandler that's a little bit older? Maybe you want to be on the southern part of the 202 that's a little bit newer. That type of stuff is helpful as well. So as you kind of watch this and kind of guide you through it, those are the types of questions that I want you to ask yourself, and then we can kind of guide you in a broader direction as far as what other communities might be out there that could be a good fit. Again, this is just a small snapshot of what's available. We want to show you everything that's available. So if you have any questions, make sure to reach out to us. We've got our contact info on screen. As always, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get hold of us, we got your back. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.